Now here is a genre someone really should have strangled in the crib, the song catalog musical. Basically, these are musicals where instead of writing your own songs, you just use the best-known work of a single popular musician from the recent past. In the case of Mamma Mia, it's ABBA. Do I even need to explain why this is a shitty idea? You see, since songs like this were usually never intended to be part of a narrative, the musical parts will have to be these unrelated diversions from the main plot, which by extension will have to be as thin and sitcom-y as possible in order to accommodate said music. This needs to stop here and now before Broadway finds itself under the cloud of, say,
Julie Taymor's Fade to Black, the tender story of a boy, a girl, a dream, set to the timeless melodies of Metallica.
2008 will hopefully be remembered as the year someone finally won an Oscar for playing a supervillain, but it'll undoubtedly be remembered as the year the chick flick blockbuster came into its own as a concept, by learning to suck as much as the male blockbusters. See, there had always been this uneasy truce between gender-pandering cinema, a penis peace accord, if you will, a vagina detente. Guy movies got to be the bigger cash cows, while chick flicks got the distinction of being better films on average via the reliance on script over budget, guaranteeing that the worst of the female fare would overall be better as movies than the worst of the male fare. But in 2008, that's all ended with the dual smash successes of the rancid Sex and the City and now the pathetic Mamma Mia. Two movies so shallow, so base, and so hinged on meaningless spectacle, it's amazing they weren't made for men. For me, the main reason to see this was to get a better understanding of what exactly the Italian exclamation Mamma Mia actually means. Obviously, it would seem to translate to my mother or mother of mine, but then why does it seem to be used as a synonym for holy shit whenever you hear it? I'd always assumed that it was a Catholic thing, a Marian variation on yelling, Jesus Christ! However, if the film is to be taken as an accurate representation of said definition, it seems Mamma Mia more precisely means, surprise, your mother's a whore. No, you see, that's actually the story of the movie. See, Amanda Seyfried is playing this about-to-get-married girl who's grown up for her whole life in a Greek island resort run by her single mother, played by Meryl Streep. And this chick, see, she never really got a straight answer as to who her dad was. Upon finding Mom's old diary, she discovers why. Amid the time frame she was conceived, her mother was getting her chimney swept by 3 different dudes, all of whom could be the potential papa. One would think that finding out your whole existence is owed to nothing more than some unplanned seepage amid some impromptu Mediterranean bukkake ritual would kind of fuck somebody up, but nah, she's still all peppy and happy. Hoping for a resolution, she invites all 3 to the wedding under false pretenses, and then they show up. Uh-oh, they don't know which one it is either. Uh-oh, she didn't tell Mom she invited them. Uh-oh, Mom doesn't know she knows who they are. Hilarity ensues. Hey, you see, we're back to the main problem. This isn't the plot of a feature film. It's a credit-length backstory of an 80s sitcom or a fucking SNL sketch. A bad one, without Samberg. In between the otherwise good actors being forced to belt out ABBA covers, there's barely 15 minutes of a movie in here. And it's really sloppy and fake-looking, too. Most of it takes place on sound stages in front of really obvious green screen. And really obvious green screen in normal movies pisses me off. See, as a creature of the cinema, I have a Pavlovian conditioning to be happy when I see bad green screen, because it means the empty space is about to be filled with something awesome like the Kraken or Xerxes or something. Here, it's only ever filled by this troupe of colorful locals who provide the backup vocals. A Greek chorus. Get it? It's cheap and clumsy, the story sucks, the actors look lost, and the covers are all pretty damn bad. And I don't dislike ABBA, except one. You see, at some point near the end, the movie seems to remember that it's supposed to be about the relationship between this mother and daughter and how it's changed and grows through these revelations. But they haven't had one scene together to establish anything about it. So we get this wedding prep scene where Streep gets to sing Slipping Through My Fingers, and, well, given that the song and the context and Streep's delivery, it's actually incredibly moving. And since the rest of the movie is this big soulless void, the sincerity of it hits you like a fucking hammer. It's really sad. How sad? Picture a 6-year-old with terminal cancer singing Puff the Magic Dragon at a funeral for his dog that was killed on 9/11. Close to that. It's actually such a good number, and I was so sincerely moved that I actually became angry at it. I'd been having such fun hating this movie that I didn't want it to go turning almost good on me and fuck that up. Fortunately, the song ended and the movie got right back to sucking, so such is life. Bottom line, bad, bad, bad movie. Suitable only for use as an interrogation technique, or for those of you who can't not watch as girl Al Pacino makes a bigger ass of herself than she did in The River Wild.